Alright.
As you desire.
Go away. This isn't your home. This is my home. My home, you hear me? How do you know my name? Did she tell you to take me back to the Chantry? Don't make me go back there. I hate that place. I hate it. Everybody's scared. But they tell me I shouldn't be scared. And they tell me I shouldn't be sad that Mother died.
So they're full of shit.
I don't want to be sad. I'm brave. I'm going to be a hero. I'm going to fight them off. I will.
Of course you will.
No. I just heard you coming and I guess that's not very brave of me, is it? I'll come out now. Alright, I came out. You won't hurt me, will you? I'll go back to the Chantry if you really want. I just didn't want to be at the Chantry anymore. Everyone's scared, and I want to be brave. I can't tell you. It's a secret. You could. Alright, I guess. Father said I could have his sword when I grew up. It was Grandfather's, and Grandfather was a great dragon slayer. I thought, if I was brave like Grandfather, I could use his sword and kill the bad people who took Mother. In the chest, in Mother's room, Father gave me a key, but I'm not supposed to give it to anyone. You could? Maybe you could give my sister money? She said if we had money, we'd be alright, even if Mother is dead. Oh, alright. Here's the key. I hope you use it to kill a lot of those bad people. I should go back to the Chantry. Good luck.
I don't need your grandfather's sword in particular to help me kill the... Those aren't people. The bodies may have been people at one point, but they're certainly not anymore. But, meh. It's a sword. So I think that was all of the stuff down here that isn't plot related.
Stop fidgeting.
Or main plot
I
related.
don't like being out here, Dwin. The mayor's giving me the evil eye.
Well, he should. Because you're a good-for-nothing liar and a thief.
Well, we don't understand why we're out here.
We're out here because I say we're gonna help these people. And since I pay your wages, you're gonna do as I say.
I strong-arm him, he strong-arms his man. Interesting little flowchart, that is.
Think of it, Devon. You may have stumbled into a most delightful possibility for your future.
Oh, are you dispensing professional advice now?
It simply occurs to me that if, say, Alistair were to become King of Ferelden, he may have need of someone of your talents.
From what I know of the fellow, it seems there would be a fair difference between what he needed and what he cared to make use of.
If Alistair becomes king, it would certainly not be through any brilliance on his part.
Mine,
Whoever puts
likely.
him there, well, there's the one who will need you.
Now that's an interesting thought. You've such a devious mind, my dear. Why have we not made love as of yet?
For what purpose? I would sooner stab you in the face than let you touch me, Elf.
And somehow that makes the idea even more intriguing.
It would. I'm the elf that got stuck with that, instead. Not that I wouldn't love to pawn it off on Zephyrin, but, you know. There's more of these available, but I already gave her one.
No word from the cat.
No, all is still, as it has been for days. And it is an unnatural stillness, as though there is naught in there but death.
Blast and damnation!
Just so that he
Say
can
no
pee
more.
on a tree.
The Arl lives, and I will not listen to your inauspicious chatter.
Indeed.
Right.
Why?
All right.
Not talking to you yet.
Sort of like coming home again, but with more undead.
Pretty much, yeah. I am generally a fan of doing all of the side things before I do any of the main things. At least partially because you can't always get back to all of the side bits. Alright.
Greetings, Grey Warden. I am as relieved as Ban Tegan is to see you here. I must admit, I do not know how to address an elf in your position. I do not wish to be rude. As you wish, and thank you kindly. I am
At least
Sir
he's
Perth,
trying.
until recently in direct service of Arl Eamon of Redcliff. For now my charge is defending the village from these evil assaults. Would that I had chosen not to seek out the urn of sacred ashes. Perhaps I would have fended off whatever evil befell the castle, or perhaps I would be dead. Ah well, with the Grey Warden aiding our defense, perhaps all is not lost.
There is that.
No one told me of this. Oil, you say? How much exactly? Assuming that would hurt them. Yes, I see what you have
Undead
in
burn
mind.
quite well, I
It will be
promise.
effective, if used carefully.
A fine tactic, provided it actually kills them and you don't end up having to deal with flaming undead.
Yes, excellent idea. I'll send some men to collect the oil. We'll use it to slow these creatures down. Have you anything else to ask me in the meantime?
The one problem is the troops that charge through the fire to get to them.
We have sufficient armor and weapons, but my knights are too few to stand against the monsters without assistance. Perhaps you could approach Mother Hannah in the Chantry for some holy protection against these evil creatures. Otherwise, I do not know what else you could provide beyond your own talents. We're as prepared for the onslaught as we could possibly be, all things considered. That gladdens my heart to hear it. No, nothing comes to mind. If you have not spoken to the Mayor, Murdoch, you should. His militia is far more in need of aid than we are.
No, I've done most of the help already. There,
Back in
but
the village, of course, in front of the Chantry. Ask me whatever you wish. I'm not sure. Murdoch mentioned a blacksmith in the village, but I believe the militia is using everything he had. Beyond that, you might try the village store. It's locked up, but there may be items of use still within. I do not know. Ah, a fellow named Lloyd runs it. He refuses to close and evacuate to the Chantry. I suppose he might still have something to sell you, though I wouldn't encourage dealing with a fool. He's a profiteer and nothing more. When the Isle fell sick, we were at a loss. Nothing worked to cure him, and he just kept getting worse. Finally, our lesser Isolde came up with a plan. The Urn of Sacred Ashes is a legendary artifact said to hold great healing powers. If found, it might save him.
They say the followers of Andraste smuggled her ashes out of Tevinter and hid them in Ferelden. The urn's never been heard of since.
Except we found
We
it.
knights volunteered to seek it out. Few of us have returned. Many are still out there, unaware of what is happening here. We were never certain. He thirsted for water and then grew
He was
weaker and
poisoned.
weaker. He brought in a mage, but even that did nothing. The Alessa believed he was cursed and that we needed the power of Andraste herself, or he would surely perish. The Al once employed a scholar, Brother Genetivi. He had proof the urn was in Ferelden, or so I was told.
He was right.
Eventually, perhaps. The ones I have here were those near enough to recall within the last few days. I only returned myself because I was passing by Redcliff and heard the news of strange attacks. Not at all. A great number of soldiers remained in Castle Redcliff. I wonder if they perished there, or were transformed into these things. The thought chills my blood. As you wish. We retrieved more oil from the village store. It is ready to use as our first line of defense, as you suggested. Overall, my fellow knights are nervous about the coming battle. Death is almost certain, but we will fight and die valiantly if that's what the Maker demands. As you wish, Grey Warden. Maker watch over you.
Alright. Now, down the hill. Up the hill, down the hill, up the hill, down the hill.
So you're the Grey Warden, are you? I heard they all died with the king.
Nope.
So you say? A damn Quinari could walk up and say he was a Grey Warden. I wouldn't know the difference.
Oh, I should have
We
Sten
aren't
in
gonna
the...
turn aside anyone who wants to help, though. Don't take me for being an ingrate or nothing.
That's good. The survival rate of ingrates is remarkably low, so I hear.
There is that.
Name's Murdoch, mayor of what's left of the village, providing we aren't all killed and hauled off to the castle tonight. My men are certain enough as it is that they'll die tonight. They don't need me quivering in my boots. My death will come soon enough. It don't need me hurrying it along. Anyhow, you're here, and they tell me you're in charge. The men's spirits are high for now. Far better than I expected, to be honest. Dwin's presence makes the men a bit more confident.
You're welcome.
It helps to know a veteran is on our side tonight. Since you convinced Owen to start repairs, we're pretty well armed now. That is a relief, let me tell you. Overall, I'd say the militia's very ready to fight. Never thought I'd say that, but there you go.
That's only because
I
I did
just
most
hope
of the
I'm
prep
alive
work
tomorrow
before I
morning.
talked to any of...
The men were short on decent armor and weapons for a while.
The plot
but
people.
Owen, the blacksmith, has started repairing our equipment. Stubborn fool was refusing to talk to anyone only this morning. You didn't have anything to do with his change of heart, did you?
A bit.
Maybe we'll make it through this night after all.
That is the plan.
The damn fool is falling over drunk and still manages to make smithying look easy. Good enough, I say. I'll inform Bantig and the militia is ready to fight. We'll give those bastards a welcome they won't soon forget. I hope you're right. We may just be village folk, but we're going to fight like there's no tomorrow.
If you don't, there might not be.
Thanks for persuading him to come out here. He's going to be a great help. I just know it. I have a good feeling about tonight.
Seriously? Okay. I'm not used to people leveling through conversation, but stranger things have happened. I gave him 1 and he got 2. Lovely. Okay. I don't think I need them, though. He doesn't have enough powers. Talents. That sounds a little sketchy. He doesn't have enough talents to bother. Oh, poor thing. Alright, so... I think we're ready for plot. We're ready for
The repairs are underway surprisingly quickly, considering how drunk Owen is. We may just make it. Are you sure? There's still time left if you need to talk with Sir Perth or do anything else. I have a good feeling about tonight.
Right. I almost forgot about that. I have a conversation in here to have.
Delighted.
Don't want to flake on that. Not that it's actually helpful.
Navin said you were the one who found him. I can't possibly repay you. Navin told me about Grandfather's sword. So you have it then? I suppose it won't go to waste, at least. I have no idea what it's worth, to be honest. And you found Bevan. I couldn't ask you for money.
Oh, how generous we are today, it appears.
I have money I'm not spending, woman.
That's kind of you. Thank you so much. How can I ever repay you? The Maker sent you. I just know it. Thank you.
No. No, he didn't. But see, 5, considering how much I've got that I'm not spending, 5 doesn't matter, and I can bribe her into getting over it.
You are of elven blood and a stranger, yet you defend a home that is not your own. We are grateful for that. Many elves claim we wouldn't do the same in return. I would like to think that is not true, but I cannot speak for all. Allow me to introduce myself. I am revered Mother Hannah, head of this Chantry, which for the moment is a place of refuge for these poor villagers. They are terrified of tonight's attack, and I fear these walls will not keep them safe. What can I do to help with your task? I have done all I can for them. I pray for them each night and seek the Maker's forgiveness for their sins before they face their deaths. What Sir Perth seeks is something that is not in my power to give. I can pray with them and give them my blessing, but Sir Perth wants me to call upon the Maker to shield them from evil.
Well, can't you just tell him the Maker will watch over him? Morale is a powerful thing, you know.
He is right.
You want me to let them think the Maker protects them in a real sense. I will not lie to them like that. I suppose if they believed in the Maker's power, that belief would inspire them somewhat. It just seems like trickery.
Liliana
Very
would
well.
agree with you,
If
but
it
she's
keeps them
not here.
alive, I will do what I must. I have a number of silver-cast holy symbols. Tell Sir Perth that he can have them, and that wearing them will confer the Maker's protection. Now please, let me tend to these poor folk. I must do what I can, and I suggest you do the same.
I'm doing it, woman. Please tell me that's a holdover from the previous conversation. Getting a revered mother to lie to people. You'd think she would appreciate the idea. Even if it is letting their own faith and ignorance and whatnot shield them. I mean, we'll see. Actually, just how far... She's still quite fond. But, yeah. They could use a little bit more bolster. The bonuses conferred when they like me more do tend to be helpful.
The Knights of Redcliff are ready to fight at your disposal. Have you spoken to the revered mother? Has she offered anything? If they are the same as the symbols worn by their priests, well, that would more than suffice. I will send some men to collect the amulets. Please give my regards to Mother Hannah for seeing some sense at last. No, nothing comes to mind. If you have not spoken to the Mayor, Murdoch, you should. His militia is far more in need of aid than we are.
Handled.
As you wish, Grey Warden. Make a watch over you.
Okay. Alright, so... I don't think it matters...
Mother Hannah's amulets have greatly bolstered my men's confidence.
I don't think it matters which one of them I talk to start this.
No, nothing comes to mind. If you have not spoken to the Mayor, Murdoch, you should. His militia... Ask me whatever you wish. As you wish. There is still time before the sun goes down. If you have not yet spoken to Murdoch, good luck to you then, and may the Maker watch over us all.
Alright. Well, the one difference is I think whoever I talk to is wherever I start this. And oh look! March of the Undead. I shouldn't sound so enthusiastic about that, I suppose. Everybody panic! Wait, no. That's not right.
Light the traps! Burn these foul creatures!
Yes, the dead do charge through the fire. However, Stop standing in the fire, you idiots.
Carnage I have yet to see.
Everybody out of the fire. Alistair.
There you go. The monsters are attacking from the lake. They're attacking the barricades. We need help. Come on, we need to hurry.
Yeah. Let's go.
Now, what's all this?
Yes. All of you. Go be useful.
Why they bother? Bother!
Only lost one of them. And if you don't loot them before this happens, you lose access to the dead body.
Victorious. And it is these good folk you see beside me that we have
Nobody
to
with
thank
a
for
name
our
died.
lives today.
You can't
Without
lose
their
people with
heroism,
names.
surely we would all have perished. I bow to you, sir. The Maker smiled on us when he sent you here in our darkest hour. Allow me to offer you this, the helm of Sir Ferris the Red, my great-uncle and hero of Ferelden. He would approve passing it to one so worthy.
Sure,
Take
thanks.
it then, and use it in good health.
I don't need it,
Let us
but
bow our heads and
thanks
give
anyway.
honor to those who gave their lives in defense of Redcliff. Now they walk with he who is their maker. Long may they know the peace of his love.
With the Maker's favor, the blow we delivered today is enough for me to enter the castle and seek out your Arl. Be wary and watch for signs of renewed attack. We shall return with news as soon as we are able. Now, we've no time to waste. Meet me at the mill. We can talk further there.
Right. What is this helm? +1 dex. I don't need it. Other than that, I don't have anything of particular note. And I don't think I need to talk to anybody else. Guess I'll go up the hill for now. And we can continue on and go into the castle next time.